Welcome back, everyone, to the Angels franchise here on MLB The Show 24. I ended last episode asking you guys who you wanted to see called up to the major leagues as the final roster spot here in September. And I'm going to end up choosing Max Schuemann here to round out the active roster because he is a pretty good utility option, a 68 overall, can play 5 secondary positions, and he's also batted fairly well here in AAA with a 267 average, 373 slugging, solid on base, but not really great on base, and a .8 WAR. I feel like he's worth calling up, especially because he only has one minor league option U. So if we do gotta send him down, which we probably will, once Gerardo Franco comes back off the IL in a couple of days. So he won't be on the roster for that long, but he is going to be a guy that we call up. He's already on the 40-man roster, so no additions needed there. And here he is. He has been called up. And we're going to let him play against lefties in right field in place of Tyler O'Neill. So against southpaws, he will appear. Against righties, not yet, but we do currently have Anderson playing in center field, which is not a secondary spot of his. So we got to move him around somewhere else. Probably can just move Kiermaier back to center field. Not sure why those two were adjusted in the first place, but there we go. Our first game is against Schuemann's old team, the Oakland A's. So why not do some player luck against the worst team in the entire MLB? It's JP Sears versus John Means today. Here is the first Major League at-bats this season for Max Schuemann. Not the best opening swing. Gotta lay off that one next. I'm just gonna let these first pitches go before I can get used to their release. Okay, alright. I gotta reel this in now. We're down 0-2. Not the best start. It's all on me. Thank God that's fouled off. Way inside on the slider. Even the count up. Sears now up to 30 pitches to lead off the third inning. Another foul off. Should have let that one go. Well, what would have been a full count. That's all right. Just trying to extend it the best I can. And that's gonna get down for a base hit. Schuemann, in his first at-bat of the season, gets one to drop in. Let's go. So a good leadoff single right there. Manager wants a steal. I'm not feeling that right now. Want to see what Zach Neto can do. He takes a walk. So no point in stealing at all. 2 men on for Edward Julian. He has brought his numbers up to close the season. Trying to get to 300. Just shy of 290 average right now. And he swings through strike 3. The fastball got him. Second K for JP Sears. Now it's Tim Anderson, who has been a big part of the offense after a couple of injuries this season. Can he bring us home? It's not going to get through. Double play, and the inning is over. That's unlucky. It's still 1-0 A's. Sears having a really good day trying to get through 5 scoreless. And that one, well struck, but no power behind it. First pitch, she's out. Top of the 8th, still 1-0. Through 5. Schuemann had the only base hit for the Angels. It's the guy that was just called up from AAA. That is a questionable performance by the offense here. But a leadoff single for Pedro Pineda. But Jonathan Lawasiga now out there. Now we go to the next at-bat, still 1-0. Angels now have 2 hits total. Sears still out there, trying to go for maybe the complete game shutout here. Let's try to avoid that. And that one's popped up just behind the fastball. And brought in at short. We're out number 2 here in the 8th. And the game is over. Apparently, Shano hit a solo home run, but then Diaz responded, and we fall short 2-1. You know what? Zach Neto is only batting .208 this year. Why not see what Luciano can do against both righties and lefties the rest of the way? I think we know what kind of player Zach Neto is, but after last year, he and O'Hoppe both have really been far worse. Pretty much every batting metric for Neto has gone down this year. Same thing for O'Hoppe. So against both righties and lefties, we'll have Marco Luciano check in for a couple of games here. So why not see Marco Luciano's Major League debut with the Angels? He had a couple of games with the Giants a couple years back, but his first time in the Major Leagues, with the Angels. It's 1-1 after a couple of solo shots. One of them belongs to Kevin Kiermaier. Another lefty on the mound, Robbie Snelling. Ooh, threw the changeup for strike number 1. Luciano still the number 3 prospect in the org behind Jenkins and Odell Herrera, who we'll also get some player lock action for later on in the episode. Going to try and get player lock action to end the season for pretty much all the young players here on the active roster. There's ball 2 upstairs. And just off the plate and low, full counts. Edward Julian on deck. He's already walked once. Fouled off. That was, wow, that does not get better than that. Gotta make better contact that time. 3-2 count still. And upstairs, Luciano takes the walk. All right, Edward Julian. Can he do some damage? Not quite. Inning over. Oh, look at that. A Max Schumann RBI single gives the Angels the lead. Just his second appearance with us. Obviously, it's only Game 2 against the A's here. To start off September. Luciano pops it up. That was an absolute meatball. Bottom 6, 1 out, 1 man on, and we are tied at 3 apiece. Runners going for second, and safe. That is that Schumann? It is Schumann, a steal. Gonna get a highlight for him here when I'm player lock for Luciano. He is batting right before Luciano in the 8th spot. At bottom of the order, Jake Woodford. This is second pitch. That's also in there for strike number 2. Same spot as the sinker. We're in a bit of a hole here. Wow, that was horrific. Really good sequence right there by Woodford, though. I can't lie. Got 2 men on here in the 7th. That one, smoke to left. Does it have enough to get out of here? It doesn't. Oh, man. Almost a long ball from Luciano. But instead, the runners are stranded, but we do have a lead now. And it's not over yet. Rookie shortstop Tommy Troy at the plate facing Jose Soriano. On the ground, straight to Luciano. And we're going bottom 8, up by 2. The Angels hold on to win. One more Luciano game. Game 3 against the A's here at home. Trying to come out on top of the series and go 2 games over 500. Wade Miley on the mound today for the Angels. And Steven Echeverria for Oakland. Man, gotta hit these fastballs. That's like the perfect pitch to put in play. 2-1 count now. Another one, but this time in front of the changeup. He's only got 47 vision. and 61 righty contact. And we could really use some more. Unfortunate at-bat that time. Had a couple of good pitches there that couldn't do anything with. Another Kevin Kiermaier solo shot puts us in an early lead, but they got one man on, nobody outs. Grounded to Luciano. Double play, potentially. Throw to first in time, and there's 2 outs. 57 pitches for Echeverria. First pitch swing by Luciano, once again late and out after a single pitch. Still going for a shutout is the pitching staff. Now it's Francisco Perez. Not going to swing on that first pitch. Over 33,000 here for this ball game. Going to watch the Angels finish year number 2 strong. That one into right field. It is going to drop in. That's a lucky break. And a run will get across home plate. 4-0. Sean Noel with the run. Luciano the RBI. But unlike the worst swing I've had maybe the entire player lock session, and it goes down for a base hit. Okay. Sterling Thompson next up. He's been having a good day. 2 for 3. A couple of singles. Can he keep the inning alive? Bring home somebody else. It's grounded right to first base. Or down the first base line. And it's 5-0. 3 for 4. Sterling Thompson, one of the guys that we acquired in that trade for Reed Detmers. Just left the slider up there over the heart of the plates. 2 outs for Kiermaier. Had the solo shot earlier in the game, but he grounds it right to first base, and he is out, but not before. More insurance is applied by the Angels O. And the Halos end up taking the series, having a comeback, win these last 2 games, and we are 71-69. Oh, we actually have one more game against these. It's a 4-game series, not a 3-game series, so one more game. Let's do Sterling Thompson this time. I've yet to really get totally acquainted with him. Game 4 against Oakland, trying to prevent a series tie, and should be able to with this guy on the mound. He's been great all year long. But he allows 2 early runs. It's 2-0. Bottom of the second, nobody on. 2 outs.
1 ball, no strike.
Did not know that Thompson was a first-round pick just a couple years ago. That's a pretty nice piece to acquire in a Reed Detmers trade, but again behind on these faster pitches. That one's up in the air and caught. Runners at the corners. Here in the 4th inning, a chance to at least plate 1 runner for Thompson. And instead, it's a double play. Come on, man. Thought that was a good pitch to sneak through to the outfield, but nope. It was exactly what they wanted. 2 more solo shots by Victor Robles and Travis Darnaud. Put the score to 3-1. Blackburn still in. First pitch swing. Thompson's out. Luciano is on first base the second time. All right, we lead off the 9th inning. We're still down. Gotta hit more carefully here. Thanks for the ball call right there. Mason Miller trying to close this game out for Oakland. That's upstairs. He's got a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. There's it, reaching 99 there on the inside for a 3-1 count. Not going to swing here. Inside, ball 4. Good leadoff walk. Big opportunity for Mickey Moniak. Nobody out. Moniak into left field. Opposite field single, and got 2 guys on. Mason Miller with a rough start to the inning And now it's time for one of our other rookies, Odell Herrera, who we are also going to focus on player luck later on in the episode. Can he plate some runners here? No, he strikes out. And we've got the bases loaded for Edward Julian. Top of the order. 0 for 3 today, a chance to make a big impact here and potentially even walk this game off. Let's see what happens. He strikes out. Miller got him. Can he escape the jam and win this game for Oakland with the bases juiced? Anderson also yet to reach. 1-2 counts. He strikes out. And the A's take it and tie the series up 2-2. Look at this. Strato Franco is no longer hurt, which means that we're going to bring him back. And that also means that we have to send Schumann down back to AAA as we had planned. Oh, here we go. Game 2 against Cleveland. Bottom of the ninth, nobody out. Moniak at the plate, so Hoppy on first. We're down by 1. Cleveland leads the series 1-0, and a chance for us to potentially walk it off here at home. Moniak 1 for 3 today. Emmanuel Clase on the mound. He's got some heat behind his pitches, no doubt. That's outside for ball 1. He's got a 93-mile-per-hour slider. You've had 3 double plays already in this game. Don't want to have one here. That one is dead to center field, but does it have enough? It does! Moniak walks it off! Yes, sir! 18 on the season for Moniak. Wow. Well, what a way to close the game. That is why you jump in, everybody. We've tied the series up. Another situation here. Now we're up by 1. Can we win this game? The Guardians, I guess, got a couple runs off Leclerc to win it. That's what it looks like to me. Clase got the save this time around, and Leclerc blew it. 2 earned runs, only got 2 outs. So we dropped that series. Now we got 1 against the Rangers on the road. They're very, very good, but still second in our division. The Astros are 93-51. Good Lord. Let's do one more player lock game with Sterling Thompson. So Luciano batting 5th. Thompson batting 6th. We got Franco back on our lineup, I think, to bat 7th or 8th. Del Herrera still on our lineup as well. A solo shot by either Tim or Brian Anderson has us up 1-0 here on John Gray. There's ball 1. Ooh, opposite field blooper, but too much air under it, and it's going to drop down. For an out, not a single. All right, Luciano on first base, 1 out. John Gray still out there. Strike 1 in there. Last 5 games for Sterling Thompson, 7 for 17. I was not helping him out there. And that's another late swing. Out again. Odell Herrera hit a 3-run home run earlier, and that doubles our tally. Luciano once again gets on base. Wonder how he's doing that. Broken bats. Come on, man. I can't do anything with Thompson right now. Every swing is late, and they're all on fastballs. The Halos take the first game by a score of 6-1. Player of the game, Odell Herrera. Let's go focus on him for some time. Got game 2 against the Rangers. We've got, I believe, Max Fried on the mound. They've got Tyler Mahle on the mound. I think the last time you faced this guy, he was pretty good against us. They already have a 2-0 cushion, but we got two people on, Luciano and Thompson, with Herrera at the plates. Wow. Splitter, late, and popped up. Infield fly for 2 outs. Really hope our 9th batter can bring home the runners. And it looks like Luciano hit a 3-run home run. Marco Luciano gives us the lead. And now, no outs, 1 man on seconds here in the 4th for Herrera. He won August Rookie of the Month. Really cool thing right there. This will advance the runner to third base, but Herrera is out again. Same score here in the 6th. Herrera, right, the shorts. Damn. Well, 9th inning, 1-run game. They got DeGrom in the game trying to close it out for him. There's strike 1. Have not done a good job batting with runners in scoring position in these player lock at-bats. 100 miles per hour from DeGrom. I don't like seeing that. 0-2 hole for Herrera trying to prevent an 0-for-4 day. That one pulled to right field. And coming in for it is the right fielder for the outs. And this game is over. Julian tacks on 1 more run and we win it 4-2 to take the series on the road. All right. I can't give up on getting a couple hits with Herrera here, so now we got to face Dane Dunning. And once again, an early lead for the Rangers. Another base runner for Herrera. That is smoked and gone, no doubt. Cutter left right over the middle, and Herrera sends it out of here. The Angels jump in front 2-1. Odell Herrera, number 20 on the season. His rookie year again, no minor league experience. We're going to have a lot of fun here in this series, folks. With these young players, him and Gerardo Franco, been very impressive. And both of them cross home plates on this play. But Herrera's been batting very well in his last 10 games. Thank God I didn't swing on that one. 1-1 counts. Outside. Pitch 50 from Dane Dunning. Grounded. The shortstop is going to bring Franco home. The throw is on line and in time, but Herrera with all 3 runs so far in this game. All 3 RBIs. They just tie the game up once again. It's Odell Herrera versus the entire Rangers lineup. 3-3. Thompson on second. That one's in the air to right field. It's going back and it's caught just shy of the warning track. No tag up on that play. So they took the lead. Then Moniak tied it 5-5, going back and forth here in Game 3. Rangers trying to prevent the series sweep. Now strike 1. 98. These guys are throwing some heats these last couple of games. And side slider at 90. Way too early on it. Now behind the counts by a mile. That is way inside. Smoke to right field. Timed it well. It's got air underneath it. And Herrera's got 2 home runs here in the ball game. 4 RBIs now. And once again, for the 3rd time, he puts the Angels in front. This guy is going to be an absolute masher in a couple of years. I mean, he might be a really, really good power hitter, man. What a slugger he has already become. And that gives the Halos the series sweep. What a game for Odell Herrera. One of our many young prospects that I think could have a big role on this team moving forward. 6-5. The Angels hold on. Matt Strahm gets win number 6. That might be our first sweep of a division rival all year long. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 series left. Probably going to sum up to these last 2 because I want to get one more series with Marco Luciano, who has been honestly pretty impressive so far. If you look at his numbers right now, he is batting .250. Had that 3-run home run a couple games back. Gonna see what he can do these next couple of sim games. After our second game against Boston, O'Neill is gonna be knocked out for the rest of the year. It looks like we're gonna keep him active, but he can't play through that, so we're gonna have to adjust our lineup here in a second. We lose game 2 against Boston 0-1. Lucas Giolito gets the win. Did he go the distance, like the entire game? He did. A complete game shutout, 10 strikeouts, only 2 walks allowed. Okay, dude. So we've already lost that series. We're now only 1 game above 500 once again. But to replace O'Neill, I think he was actually already on the bench to end the season. So we can actually just move forward without worrying about him. We're going to have 2 series left. One against the Mariners at home and then one against the A's on the road. In AAA, the Salt Lake Bees finish at 72-78. They missed the postseason. And in AA, the Trash Pandas win their division and made the postseason. Cool. We win game 3 against Boston, 5-2. Max Fried gets the win. Bello the loss. And now we'll finish up by doing a couple more player lot games with Luciano, and then to round out, 3 games with Gerardo Franco. A lot of home games here in September, folks. We're back at Angel Stadium taking on the 86-70 Seattle Mariners. Edward Julian's solo shot has us in front 1-0. Got a man on second base for Luciano, batting 5th today against the righty Luis Castillo. Oh my god, that's a nasty slider, man. Oh, that was a fastball, but nope, way in front. Down even up at 1-1. That one's grounded off the glove of the third baseman, and both runners are going to be safe. Lucky break for Luciano there on the early swing. 2 outs here in the first. Thompson out number 3, reaching for it. Runners stranded. Odell Herrera hits a solo home run to make it 2-0. Another 2-out at bat here for Luciano. That one is going to sneak through to center field. All right. We'll take it. Base hit for Luciano. So now runners on first and second for Sterling Thompson once again. But he is behind 0-2 in the count. Don't strike out again, brother. Come on. His average is dipping quite a bit here in September, and it's going to continue from 260 to now to like 242. Now what you want to see. Nobody on. Bottom of the 6th. Castillo is still in. Low scoring game. 2-1. He paints the corner for strike 1. Last 9 games, 6 RBIs for Luciano. Going to see him supply some offense. But late on that swing. Only 3 at-bats for Luciano. The Angels hold on to win. 2-1. Very low scoring, only 5 hits for either team. But Joe Ryan, 7 full innings. He gets the win and the Player of the Game award. We go into Game 2 against the Mariners. And they've got Logan Gilbert on the mound against John Means. And Gilbert is having a fantastic season. He's like 17-4. But another Edward Julian solo shot leads off the game. And we are up 1-0. 2 men on, only 1 out. That's outside. If we can win this game, we will at least finish the year at 500. Even if we lose the last 4 of the season, perfect swing. Luciano loads the bases up. All right, Sterling Thompson has had a lot of chances here in this episode. Here's another one. Just no double play, please. And please don't strike out again. I don't want to see this again. 1-2 counts. This one is caught in left field, and we have no chance to tag up. We gotta tack on more runs here. Next batter up, Geraldo Franco. A big chance for the rookie that we're gonna focus on after this game. After this game. And he pops out to first. Ty France underneath it. Only 1 run despite 7 batters here in the first inning. That sucks. Another one up the middle, but this time tracked down at shorts. And Luciano into a double play. How many times have we done that in this one episode, man? Too many damn times. I'm getting sick of it. Wow. I knew that one was not going to go very far. I mean, that was left up like the perfect pitch to swing on. Had a couple of these with Luciano here in these couple of player lock games, but can't really do anything with it. John Means, a shutout through 6, and here in the 7th, on the ground, Luciano throws Grichuk out at first. Nolan Shonowell doubles our lead. And they keep putting runners on for Luciano. I got to bring one of these guys home eventually, right? Tack on our 5th run. And, man, I've been so behind on like half of these fastballs. It's killing me. I'm not helping Luciano out whatsoever. But the Angels do hold on to win another one. It's actually game 2 against Seattle, but we've already won the first 2 games. John Means a complete game shutout. Only 5 hits allowed. You win 4-0. All right, one final game with Luciano. I swear it's the last one. Game 3 against Seattle, trying to go for a sweep. And if we win this one, we will finish the season over 500. A really good foundation going forward. He's starting off here in the first with Sosa the starting pitcher, but he is already in trouble. Will only allow 1 run here in the first. There's out number 3. First at bat for Luciano, facing Brian Wu. Cutter in there for strike 1. That one is smoked to center field. Doesn't have enough power, please. It is gone. Luciano, a solo shot to tie the game. His 2nd home run on the season here in September. That one goes 400 on the dot. It is now 3-2 Angels here in the 3rd. A lot of base runners here for the 1 through 4 spots in the order. Really giving Luciano a chance here to plate some more people. And almost every at-bat. You know, see what happens when you don't have a late swing. You actually can put the ball in play. That sinker behind it, and now 0-2 hole. Brian Wu, pitch number 37. Outside. Outside. Luciano chased it. And it's tracked down in right field. And the runner will not head for 3rd. Nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. Wu trying to get through 5 full innings. Another fastball. Timed it well, but this time, not really much power there. A pair of home runs puts the Mariners in front. Luciano with a nice throw to first base to hold the runner at second here in the 8th. But we're in danger of losing this game. And now it's 6-3 with a Jorge Polanco RBI single. A lot of work to do, but a man on first for Luciano. This is Matt Brash on the mound. Ooh, will that drop in? Yes, it will. Right in front of the left fielder's glove. All right, a good starting place here in the 8th inning. Can Sterling Thompson give us something here, please? 2-2 counts. 2 men on. He strikes out. All right, Mickey Moniak comes in to pinch hit for Franco, and he just sent that one out of here. He ties it up. Mickey Moniak, another big late home run here in the episode. That's got to be, what, his 20th on the season, I think? It is, number 20. Let's go, dude. Tied at 6-6, trying to sweep Seattle. Love to see it. And this game heads to extras. Now we're facing a lefty with 2 men on, nobody out. Brent Suter. Oh no, I just put it right into a double play. Why do I swing on these first pitches, man? Crap. It's not going to matter all that much because obviously our year's already over, but can't swing on those very low pitches. We end up not scoring, and the bases are loaded here. Top of the 11th for Cal Raleigh, who's already homered once. Is this going to walk the game off, or at least put them in front? They can't walk it off here on the road. And it's going to slip through, and 2 runs will score. And I can't help but feel kind of responsible. The Mariners prevent the sweep. They take game 3. A score of 8-6, and yeah, that at-bat is going to cost us. But still had a nice home run for Luciano on that one. Mickey Moniak with a pinch hit home run after Franco was already having a good day. But he came in for him and did what he was supposed to do. So we got 3 games left. And now we can focus on the last prospects. Geraldo Franco. We're going to face the A's and Echevarria once again to close our season. Game 1 of 3. Zach Geloff, a solo shot as the A's in front. That one left up. And Franco makes do with it, man. It's actually been kind of fun batting with him when I have. Because despite the ratings being similar to Walker Jenkins and Luciano, where even on a good swing, you still probably won't get the best contact or the best hits. It's a different story with him for some reason. Not really sure why, but he just supplies something different. Odell Herrera flies out to center field to end the inning. Oh no! Well, there's one thing I guess Franco has to work on. A simple base hit turns into a double off of the error from Franco. Just airmails the pass to the cutoff man. This is like a 10, 15-yard throw. Maybe less. Travis Starr now puts us in front 2-1. The 2 RBI blasts. Top of the 4th, nobody on. And right to second base, just late. Oh, I had to swing on that one. That looked like a really good pitch. But it's grounded and out. 2-run lead here in the top of the 8th. Every at-bat so far for Franco has been with 2 outs, I'm pretty sure. They got Jake Woodford back out there. Ooh, a nice pitch on the outer edge with the slurve. Now it's 1-2. Upstairs for ball 3, and Franco takes the count full. Del Herrera on deck. Oh, the little slurve. I thought that would stay in. Another win for the Angels here. Taking this one 4-2. Travis starting now at player of the game. Wade Miley, 2 runs allowed through 6 innings. We go to our penultimate game of the season at the Coliseum. We are now officially going to finish the year over 500, an 80-plus win season. But going to miss out on the playoffs, unfortunately. But at least, as I said earlier, a good foundational season that just to build off of going into next season. Make this all the way to first base. They lead off with a nice single there from Jacob Wilson. Franco slips it through short and third with 2 outs here in the second. Inning stays alive. Del Herrera, a big chance to get ourselves on the board here. Paul Blackburn facing us once again. Can the rookie get it done? No, he strikes out, inning over. Here we go, top of the 4th. The A's take the lead, but a chance to bring a runner home for Gerardo Franco. There's ball 1. He's only batted 157 so far this year with runners in scoring position. That's got to get better. That one has some air under it. Does it have enough power? It does not. Caught at the warning track. That felt pretty good off the bat right there, but I guess not. Another good day by Paul Blackburn, I guess. Scoreless, nearly through 6. Still a 1-run game. Oh, just early on the slider, and that one's got to be crushed next time. Man, I can't believe that actually went fully foul. Counts even. Ball 3 low. Outside, and Franco takes a 2-out walk. So again, 2 men on, 2 outs for Odell Herrera. Can he finally get us on the board here against Blackburn? His second chance, but he's behind in the count, and he looks at strike 3. Damn. Mickey Moniak comes in a pinch hit for Franco later in this ball game. Gonna return to Simming, and the Angels take it 5-1. The bats came to life in the last couple of innings. I'm curious what happened. How do we come out on top here? Looks like... Oh yeah, all 5 runs came in the 9th inning. Wow. Thompson goes 4 for 4 in this one. Mason Miller absolutely hammered. This time he does not get out of the jam. All right. In our final game of 2025, we're going to focus on Odell Herrera. Game 3 against the A's, trying to sweep them to close our season. Trying to finish the year 6 games over 500. And giving them, hopefully, loss 115. We open top of the 3rd. It's 0-0, nobody on, nobody out. Joe Boyle, the pitcher. Grounded to first base. Boyle covers, and he's out. Zach Geloff home run puts them up 2-0. Top of the 5th, men on second for Herrera. A chance to again get us on the board, and he will. Extra base hits, and it's a one-run game. Kevin Kiermaier steps up. Behind in the count, 1-2. Only one out. Can he tie the game? It's in the air. Yeah, that one's out for sure. Now it's Edward Julian's chance. Been punched out twice so far by Boyle. Can he do some damage? Behind 0-2, his third K of the day. It is now a 2-run lead once again for the A's. Joe Boyle trying to get through 7. Only 1 run allowed. Oh, time that went a bit better, and that might be crushed again to right field. Out behind in the count. Upstairs, should have laid off that one, and now we're in a hole. Oh, it's gone! Herrera brings it back within 1. If you time it well with this guy, oh boy, is it going yard. His 23rd home run here in the final game of the season. Gotta love it. Now we go top of the 9th. It's now 3-5. A's have an answer for all of our runs here in this one. We got a man on first. I'll take the ball right there. 21 DPs on the season for Herrera. Trying to avoid that here and potentially tie things up with another home run, maybe? Oh, that was the one. Slate on it. That one is smoked again to right field. That is going to be extras. Will that bring home the runner? It is going to. Franco is safe at home plate. And now we have a real chance to tie this game. Odell Herrera, 2 perfect swings on his last 2 at-bats. 2 clutch ones, no less. And now, Kevin Kiermaier and then Edward Julian will have chances to bring home Herrera and tie this game up. Kiermaier grounds it to advance Herrera. 1 out. Can Edward Julian make up for his strikeouts? And his 1 pop out. Come on. Bring home Herrera. Don't let us end the year on a loss. He'll take the ball. 3-0 count for Julian. And he is walked on 4 pitches. So I guess they were going for a double play right there against Brian Anderson. Please, do not end this game right here. Strike 3, Anderson looks at the pitch. Come on, man. Nolan Shawnuel. This guy has ice in his veins, but he has not been good against the A's in this series. 1 for 13. 1-2 count. It's popped into the outfield and tracked down. The A's in the year with the win. They prevent the sweep. And our year is done. That is 2025, all said and done. We're going to finish the season 83-79. Let's go see some stats to end our season. We again missed the postseason as well. But let's go see. Well, Max Fried led the league in WAR for pitchers. That's how good he was. We know that much. Let's go over the overall leaders real quick. Altuve leads batting average in the AL. Ketel Marte in the National League. Most hits, Altuve and Acuna. At bats, doesn't matter. Doubles, Bobby Witt, Tommy Edman. Triples, Byron Buxton, Ohtani. Home runs, Aaron Judge and Matt Olson. RBIs, Alvarez and Ohtani. Runs, Altuve and Matt Olson. Stolen bases, Ruiz and Jose Ramirez with 38 on the season. Most walks, Alvarez, Brandon Marsh plus Ohtani. On base percent, Ketel Marte and Alvarez, followed by Altuve close behind. Slugging, Aaron Judge, Ketel Marte. OPS, Ketel Marte and Aaron Judge. Most wins, McKenzie with 20. Aaron Nola with 21. Most or least amount of losses, Dustin May and Garrett Cole. Most saves, Brian Abreu and Evan Phillips. Best ERA, Dustin May, Garrett Cole. Max Fried up there as well in the American League. Least home runs allowed, Max Fried up there with Jeffrey Springs and Garrett Cole with 14. Jesus Luzardo with only 13 allowed. Shutouts, Ty Juan Walker with 4. George Kirby, Max Fried, Pablo Lopez, and John Means all had 3 as well. We had 2 guys, and then Joe Ryan had 2. Our pitching staff was elite this season. Strikeouts, Pablo Lopez, Joe Ryan up there in 6th, and Ohtani number 1 in the National League. Most complete games, Zach Wheeler, Shane Bieber with 5. Bailey Ober, a bunch of other guys including John Means and Max Fried with 3 each. And that should be pretty much it. What's about whip? Does that matter? I guess it does. Garrett Cole, first place. John Means, 4th. Joe Ryan, 5th. Aaron Nola leads the National League. And then finally, pitching WAR, Max Fried, number 1 in the AL. Luzardo, number 1 in the National League. Joe Ryan, top 6 in the AL as well with 4.4. And then batting WAR, Aaron Judge, number 1. Ketel Marte, number 1 as well. What about for our team, though? Most at-bats was Odell Herrera. That is awesome for his durability. He's got 91, so he won't be getting hurt very often. He's up to a 74 overall after his first full year of service. The defense is going up despite him playing a DH for pretty much the entire season. That's going to be good because eventually he could play third base for us as a starter, but I think he's still better fit to be a DH for now. But he is going to be on this active roster next year, no doubt. With 23 home runs, 2nd on the team. He was so damn good. 3rd in RBIs. Best average was Nolan Shawano, but he finished the year very, very cold. Now batting below 300, but still had a solid year. 20 home runs for him. 76 RBIs to be number 2 on the team. He was also the leader in on-base percentage. Edward Julian pulled his numbers up pretty well to close his campaign. He led us in home runs with 27. 77 RBIs, plenty of steals. Franco had the most for us. Herrera number 2 behind him, so both of our rookies showing off the elite base running. Our best slugger was Mickey Moniak, slugging .510. He's going to have a big role going forward as well. We got a lot of pretty solid outfielders now on this team, I think, including him. Most strikeouts, Edward Julian. Least strikeouts for a guy that played a lot was Logan O'Hoppe, then Sean Noel. Most doubles, Edward Julian. Most walks drawn, Julian and Sean Noel, both with 76. Most triples, 4 for Darnout and Kevin Kiermaier. And then total bases, 274 for Edward Julian. Sean Noel, 249. Herrera, 240. By far the 3 best batters on this team in this past season. But Herrera had 21 double plays on the ground, which is by far the most on the team. That's got to get worked on next season. In terms of fielding, only 3 players did not have a single error all year long, and Shano actually had 11 at first base. But is that really a lot? I can't really say, I'm not going to lie. In terms of WAR, Edward Julian had the most batting WAR on the team with 4.8. Shano 3.6. Darnoud, Franco, Moniak also up there. Herrera only at 0.8 because he was not playing on defense at all, so that will not add up for him at all. O'Neill ends up with 0.8. A couple guys below 0 with Zach Neto, Drury, and Aaron Hicks. For our pitchers, most wins, Max Fried. Most losses, Joe Ryan, despite him having a great year, and John Means too. Both guys end up with more losses than wins. But I think once we make a couple of adjustments to our roster going into next year, we'll probably turn those numbers around, I think. We could be a playoff team in these next 2 years, just got to figure out the missing pieces. Soseth has the worst ERA among all pitchers for us. And yeah, compared to last year, this was a complete and massive disappointment. So I'm not sure what the future holds for him, but I think he deserves another year to see just like Detmers did this season. Like Treinen, 4.34 as the worst reliever. Lawasiga with a solid whip, ERA at 4, but it's still a pretty solid outing. Nobody else was really bad at all for us. Griffin Canning, really solid year for him. 4 quality starts and 11 starts in total, but had a lot of relief outings and was very good in those ones. Leclerc with a really solid year as our closer. He ends up with 35 saves and 9 blown saves, which those got to get better, but I can't really complain. We still have a really solid closer here, although his numbers, his ratings are going down right now. Matt Strom, Andrew Wantz, Andrew Chafin, Soriano, all were very, very solid out of the bullpen, very respectable and very reliable. But then, obviously, the stars of the show were John Means, Joe Ryan, and Max Fried, all of whom had ERAs below 3 as starters. They all had 20-plus quality starts. We have quite the 3-headed dragon here of starting pitchers. Hopefully, these guys don't really lose that much juice going into next year. John Means might lose a little bit, but still will be solid going forward. What a couple of guys we have here on this team. And to end our year, who are going to win the awards? Looks like they're going to give MVP to Vlad Guerrero and Matt Olson. Cy Youngs for McKenzie and Ohtani. Not one for Max Fried, unfortunately. Batting title for Jose Altuve and Ketel Marte. Reliever of the Year award, Brian Abreu and Evan Phillips for the second straight year in LA, but not in Anaheim. Rookie of the Year. Last year, it was, well, no, not last year. This year, Odell Herrera finishes second place behind a Wyatt Langford who had very, very comparable numbers, but I guess he just maybe had a slightly better season. Herrera almost wins it, but he has had a really promising season. Kevin Marquez wins it in Cincinnati. The Hank Aaron Award goes to Aaron Judge and Ketel Marte. Gold Gloves now for Jose Barrios, Matthew Liberatore. Catchers, Alejandro Kirk and Alvarez. First baseman, Josh Naylor, Wilmer Flores. I don't think we're going to have a single person on this list. At second base, Andre Jimenez and Bryson Stott. Third base, Michael Garcia, Nolan Arenado. Shortstop, Bobby Witt and Tommy Edman. Left field, Varsho and Sal Frelick. Center field, Julio Rodriguez and James Outman. Right field, Dominic Fletcher and Tatis. And then Silver Sluggers, Byron Buxton, Ohtani. At catcher, Yanair Diaz and Francisco Alvarez. First base, Vlad Guerrero and Matt Olson. Labor Torres, Ketel Marte. Jake Berger, Yoan Moncada, O'Neal Cruz, and Lindor win Silver Sluggers. Acuna and Aaron Judge also with some Silver Slugger awards. And then Yordan Alvarez and Corbin Carroll. Tatis, Mike Trout. And now that's it. So now I got to see what shakes out here in the playoff bracket. The Astros are once again the 1 seed, as are the Dodgers in the National League. It's going to be a Yankees-Dodgers World Series as they both swept their opponents in the championship series respectively. And the winner is going to be the Dodgers. They win it in a sweep, 4-0. Wow. So that is year 2 in the books, everybody. What is in store going forward? Who should stay on this team? Who should leave? We have a really good pitching staff now going forward. Who do we add to our offense to really get this team over the hump? Because right now the offense is the part of the team that is holding us back from making the playoffs, even as the wild card. It's going to be a while before we can compete with the Rangers or the A's, or not the A's, the Astros for the division. But if we can at least make the wild card, that would be nice. Just got to figure out the last couple of pieces to add. I got a feeling Kevin Kiermaier and O'Neal might not be the answers for the outfield, but Moniak, after his season, he could be part of it. I think Gerardo Franco could have a say, and then Walker Jenkins maybe in spring training will also get a chance to make the roster. But if he doesn't, it's going to be his 3rd minor league option, which means that after next year, he's going to have to be on the major league roster, or else we can't really put him back down into the minor leagues. So got to think about that going forward. Does Logan O'Hoppe pull things back next year? That would be a huge boost to the offense because he was our home run leader last year and was not even close this year. So if he can figure things out, that will also help us out. But yeah, this is the team. That's what it looks like right now going forward. And a lot of moves to be made with a lot of money in the bank for us to spend. I'll see you guys next time out in the off season. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave your thoughts down below on what you want to see in terms of what moves you make, any trades that you guys want to see unfold, and we'll go from there next time around. Thanks for watching as always. Peace out and have a great day.